what our people do. White people don't really get nose rings, and they not as dripped out as us. They copy everything we do. You know, Solomon, they talk about our people having locks, and we got all kind of stuff. And it also said our cheeks had jewels. It's not talking about your actual cheeks, it's talking about your teeth. So, you know, if I was to give you some money right now, you're going to probably think about buying some gold. You're going to probably think about buying a grill. You know what I'm saying? You're going to think about getting some VVs or something. I know you're going to be, what you going to get? You going to get the gold or you going to get the diamonds? Which one? It depends on how much money he got, huh? Nah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Bro, a lot of the brothers we on that same wave, bro. Tap in with us. We're going to make sure you get a flyer before you leave. I know it wasn't your goal to come up here and talk to us. So I'm gonna try not to take up a lot of your time, but if you want to cook up, chill with us, cook up. We're gonna be here for a minute.
I mean, it's crazy because I'm on the phone with my brother right now, and we just been having this deep dive and conversation about saying what was right and what's wrong, and he's still on the phone right now.
Oh, this is beautiful. So he can hear me?
Yeah, he can hear you right now.
What up, bro?
Yeah. They said what's up, man.
Yeah.
He said what's good. He said what's good. But my question was, when you asked me,
You said who our enemies are. I got you. We got you.
If you tell me something out of the Bible that says that somebody else is our enemy, I feel like my enemy is us.
We got scriptures on that.
Because I think my uncle works at a barbershop. All right, bet, boom. Yeah, he said, but he in a gang. All right, instead of him promoting us to go walk down that line and be together, no. We'll never come together. He's preaching that to me. I can't trust you. Type of thing. You see how that ideology don't even make no sense?
Yeah, I got multiple scriptures for you.
In my sense, most African American men don't carry a gun for a white man or an Asian man.
That's true.
We carry it against what? Another brother that look like me. Type of thing. Am I right or wrong?
You are 1,000% correct.
So I want to see when you say who is my enemy.
We got you.
Just the question. I want to know.
We got you. So you got multiple enemies according to the Bible, but I'm gonna verbatim show you something that's gonna help you. It's gonna align with everything you just said, right? So, in order for me to teach you this verse, I'm gonna teach you what's going on in this chapter, right? Go to Deuteronomy chapter 28. Mind you, this book is about who? The Israelites. Exactly. It's about God's chosen people, the Israelites. It talk about other nations, other people. It talk about a lot of stuff, but it's predominantly for our people, the Israelites.
Bring it out.
And by the end of this, you're going to start seeing why we say that we are the Israelites, right? But read verse 15.
It's the book of Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So God said right there in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15, that if you don't keep my commandments, I'm going to put all of these curses on you. The curses is bad. I'm going to show you a few curses, right? Let's start with the brother's point. Go to verse 54. This is extremely important. Read verse 54.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 28 and 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate.
What it say?
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother.
Read it again.
His eye shall be evil toward his brother.
What the Bible say?
His eye shall be evil toward his brother.
This is one of the curses that God said he was going to put on you when you break his commandments. He said your eye is going to be evil towards your brother.
Right.
I'm going to make you war against each other. I'm going to make you hate your own brother. I'm going to make you hate yourself. Watch how detailed it gets some more, because we still reading the same verse. This is one of the curses. It's plenty of curses. No, that's God. What you wait? Say that one more time.
Is God putting that in my eyes? My brother is evil at that point?
God is going to put a. Say it again.
Like, read that one more time.
I got you. The officer. We're gonna go back to verse 15 because I think that's gonna answer your question.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 28 and 54.
15.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, read verse 15.
Sorry. 28 and 15.
Break it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
He said, this is for sure going to happen if you don't listen to me. That's what that answer the question? Right? Now go to verse 54. This is all in the same chapter. In this chapter, chapter 28 is a beautiful chapter. Deuteronomy chapter 28, it gives you a list of blessings that's going to happen to your people if you obey him. Then it lists off a whole bunch of curses that's going to happen to your people if you break his commandments. Right? So we're jumping in and out of some of the curses to just help paint the picture, the overall picture, that you're really an Israelite. Because all of these things that happen to the Israelites, all of the curses that he said is going to happen to the Israelites. They happening to us. So if you use common sense, you'll see, like, he said that was going to happen to his favorite people. He said all of these curses going to happen to his people, the Israelites. You're going to start seeing all of them things fit us, though. So what that mean? Yeah, you probably an Israelite. You going through all of the stuff he said was going to happen to his people for disobeying his commandments. That's why it's so important to actually learn how to serve God. It's not about just singing in the church. It's not just about getting some positive affirmation kind of feel-good sermon. It's not about just giving tithes to your pastor so he can pull up in a Audi. It's not just about that. There's really God literally breaks down how he wants you to serve him. He literally gives you commands, statutes. I mean, how to govern your whole society. I mean, the land, the animals, your wives, your servants, feast, all of that is very descriptive. But we don't do it. That's what sin is. When you break God's commandments, it's a sin. Right? So let's go back to this because I want to show them the rest of that 54.
It says in Deuteronomy 28 and 54, so that the man that is...
I don't like cars. I don't want you doing that. All right, go ahead.
It says, Deuteronomy 28 and 54, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate.
Hey, them niggas that soft as hell, they tender, very delicate. What the Bible say?
His eyes shall be evil toward his brother and toward the wife of his bosom.
And he's going to be evil towards his wife. That's why we got a lot of domestic abuse. Verbal abuse. I mean, we got men putting their hands on women for real, for real. This is the curse. This is what happened to our people. Read, watch this. This is crazy.
And toward the remnant of his children.
So his eye gonna be evil towards his children. He gonna treat his children like shit too. Watch this. This is very powerful right here.
Which he shall lead.
What is he gonna do to them children?
Which he shall lead.
What is he gonna do with his wife?
Which he shall lead.
So this is what we have. We have our communities filled with single parent households. That's the curse. That's the fury of the Most High. You talk about generational curses. Hey, everybody up here heard somebody say, I want to break generational curses? You ever hear somebody say that? Well, what generational curses is they talking about?
I think most people are talking about they trying to be a wealthy man.
That's what, hey, go to Deuteronomy chapter 28, go to verse 28.
And that's whatever a person believes is wealthy for themselves. I could believe, I had somebody tell me at work the other day, $96,000 is not enough. I'm broke.
Yeah.
If I get $96,000 to a homeless man, he's gonna be like, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I had to tell her, you say $96,000 is not a lot of money, but if you say that's not a lot of money, I would tell you it depends on how you manage it. It depends on what you do with that. So when you say that comes
Read that. This is another curse.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 28.
Before I move on, I want to make sure this is stamped on the ground. One of your enemies is going to be your own people, and it's because you broke God's commandments. He said he's going to turn your own people against you. Your brother going to hate you. You're going to hate your children, and you're going to hate your wife, and you're going to leave them. That plagues us. That plagues us as a people. We're known for that. We're known. We got baby mama culture more than any other people. You know what I'm saying? Read this.
It's the book of Deuteronomy 28 and verse 29.
Read out.
And thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind gropeth in darkness.
So what that means is, noonday is when the sun is on high right above your head. That's when it's the most brightest. You're not casting a lot of shadows. The sun is over there, so we have this shadow from the building. You see what I'm saying? When it's in the morning, the sun is in the east, and we got a shadow this way. When it's noonday, that's when it's the brightest. It's not a lot of shadow. I mean, the sun is the hottest when it's up here at noonday. He said, read that again.
And thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind gropeth in darkness.
So you're going to be blind at noonday, just like you in the darkness, just like someone is literally blind. That's how your people going to be. Read.
And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways.
And you're not going to prosper in none of your ways. Business, you interested in real estate. It don't matter. Go ahead.
And thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore.
He said you only gonna be oppressed, bro. Spoiled. You got a whole bunch of good ideas, a whole bunch of good plans, and that's all it's ever gonna be because you're doing it without your power. The word God just means power. That's not God's real name. That's not his actual name. God in the Hebrew, right? These scriptures we reading it in English to you, but it was translated from Hebrew. Right? God just means Elohim, right, and it just means power. Right. We without our power. Right. We break God's commandments, we don't have our power. So you're going to grope at noonday, and it's bright outside. You're going to make these plans, you're not going to prosper, you're going to be oppressed. Is there more on that?
And no man shall save thee.
And nobody going to come save you and redeem you out of it. Right. We had so-called leaders. We have a lot of men who have riches, wealth, status, influence, but we haven't been saved as a people. In fact, a lot of these men that come from who got the same lineage as us, they're really Israelites. What we see, a lot of them are sellouts, bro. A lot of them lead our people into things that separate them from God. A lot of our women do that too. All of the damn Cardi B's, Megan Thee Stallions, the NBA young boys, all of these. Bro, they teaching our people how to hate each other. Right. They teaching our women how to be harlots, how to be hoes, right, not to be submissive. They're not trying to build up strong families. Cardi B teaching our people, I don't cook, I don't clean. Let me tell you how I got this ring. She's promoting that. She don't let her own children listen to that. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole bunch of men who talk about killing their brother. What? You doing this for money? And they what happens is they end up growing up and maturing, and they realize, like, damn, that ain't really what I should be pushing. But that's how they keeping their riches. That's how they keeping their wealth. That's how they keeping their status. That's why I say that they sellouts, because they'd rather keep that and have you eat off of it, have you listen to it and digest it every single day, have your children digesting it every single day, knowing what it's going to really cause, knowing the damage it's really going to do. Right? Let me show you Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. This is a very, very important curse. Cut!
This is the book of Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Real quick. Let's go to Exodus chapter 20. Read verse 2.
This is the book of Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God.
So our God, come on,
which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
He brought us out of where? Egypt.
Out of the house of bondage.
Out of what?
Out of the house of bondage.
So you heard of Moses? The reason why Moses is so important, a lot of people know Moses for redeeming the Israelites out of Egypt. Remember he split the Red Sea? He was getting the Israelites. He was getting us out of Egypt because we were slaves in Egypt. We was bondage. We was in bondage in Egypt. So when we go back to the scripture, it's very important to understand how God uses, how the word Egypt is used throughout the Bible. You know how we talk in slang? We've been like, it's somebody be like, man, I'm gonna turn into a popsicle. They're not really gonna turn into a popsicle. It's just slang. It's cold. Or we'd be like, man, it's gonna be a movie. That's why you like rap so much, because there's a whole bunch of metaphors, similes. It's just a whole bunch of what they call it, figure of speeches. And whoever can use those the best and make a melodic tune, that's who go the hardest. Our people love that. Somebody get Sirach chapter 44, verse 1 real quick, and I'm gonna break this down. I'm gonna break down the word Egypt to you. while he's finding this. Egypt in the Bible is just synonymous with slavery or bondage. So when I read this verse, understand that when the Lord say, I'm going to make you go back to Egypt, it don't literally mean he going to put you in Egypt. I'm going to take you back into slavery because our people spoke like that. You know, read verse 44, read verse, such as did ruling their kingdoms, eloquent. 44, let's read, ooh, that's hot. Read verse 44 and 4. Chapter 44, verse 4.
This is the book of Sirach, 44 and verse 4. Leaders of the people by their leaders of the people by their counsels and by their knowledge of learning meet for the people.
So this is what made our leaders good. They had counsels, they had knowledge, they had learning that was good for the people. Read.
Wise and eloquent in their instructions.
So they was wise and they was eloquent, they was well spoken. Read.
Such as found out musical tunes.
So they was what?
Such as found out musical tunes.
So we was good with music. Read.
And recited verses in writing.
And we always was dealing with verses. We always dealt with that. Go ahead. We'll leave it at that because I want to get to this curse. So this is a very, 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 very important curse. So going back to it, this is going to teach us more about who your enemies, your real enemies are. Your true enemies.
That's right. The book of Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
He gonna bring you where?
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
Into where?
Into Egypt.
Into where?
Into Egypt.
What does Egypt mean in the Bible? Slavery. Exactly. So the Lord gonna bring you into slavery. Watch the next part of the verse.
Again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
How we get to America? Say it again.
We also sold you to the Europeans.
That's true. Who sold us to the Europeans? Africans. Go to Exodus chapter, say it again, 11 and 7. There we go. It was slipping the memory. The brother said, okay, well, the Africans, they sold us to Europeans. That's a good point. Now, let me show you something.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 11 and verse 7.
According to the Bible, our stance that we've been teaching, who do we believe we are? We believe we're the Israelites. You remember the Israelites was enslaved. The first slavery that the Israelites was in was who? Who enslaved us first? Who did Moses redeem the Israelites from? We already talked. You already know this. Moses parted the Red Sea to get us out of where? Out of Egypt. Moses parted the Red Sea to get us away from Africans, to get us away from Egypt. Israelites, even though we have similar complexions of skin, that don't mean we're the same people. Like Chinese and Japanese people, they got similar skin, but they're not the same people. Just because you're black, that don't mean you African. You know, America was discovered by a man named Amerigo Vespucci. And this land was named after him. That was a white man. I'm gonna give you some more. Africa, it wasn't even always called Africa. It was named after a white man.
What were the race of people? I mean, I guess they're Egyptians, but the person that went to Egypt at the time when he was keeping us as slaves, what was he?
He wasn't an Israelite. Nah, he come from a whole different genealogy. They known as Hamites. Yeah, they according to the Bible. This is why we gotta learn. Yeah. So biblical history is different from what a lot of people know, because they didn't research the Bible. They learned Christianity. They learned Catholicism, but the Bible tell you we differ. Let me show you this verse right here. It's gonna help.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 11 and verse 7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue.
This is what God's saying. Ain't nobody gonna come against the Israelites. Not even a dog. You hear me? Because right now he getting on Pharaoh's bumper, pushing lines, plague after plague. Ain't nobody gonna come against the Israelites. And I'm finna show Pharaoh this. But read this again from the top.
But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue. against man or beast,
Right.
that ye may know how that the Lord doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
So the Lord literally puts a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
That's right.
We two different groups of people,
That's right.
you know, and that's why an African will tell you, I'm not a nigga.
Right.
I'm not an African American.
Right.
He would tell you that, and he'd tell you what land he come from in Africa, what tribe he go back to. I'm not the same as you. Right? Bring it up.
This is Psalm 106, verse 21.
Bring it out.
They forgot God their Savior,
They did what?
they forgot God their Savior, which had done great things in Egypt, wondrous works in the land of Ham, and terrible things by the Red Sea. So Egypt is referred to as the land of Ham. We know Shem, Ham, and Japheth. That's a whole different lineage.
Yeah. You ever heard
They
of?
come from Shem. The Israelites come from Shem.
Yeah. You ever heard of Noah? Noah had 3 sons. Shem, Ham, Japheth. We come from Shem. The Israelites come from Shem.
Right.
Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, all of the righteous men you see in the Bible, they come from Shem.
Right.
Ham, those are the Africans.
Right.
I mean the ashy Africans. Huh?
Zondervan?
Yeah. Let's get that. We're gonna get a dictionary for you and show you this. People know this, but people don't. They don't like putting this information out there. You had a great question though. So Africans, I mean, they kind of sold, our own people sold us. That's what a lot of people believe. No, they wasn't our people. We're gonna show you this. He got a Bible dictionary. You got it?
You got the Zondervan?
Anybody got a Zondervan? You got yours?
I know Tahuan got his.
I know he got his.
There we go. Page 98.
He owned it.
Yeah. Right. He gonna read the definition of Ham. Hey, give him this microphone, please.
All right, this is the definition of Ham in the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. The youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites.
Break it down, man.
Teach that.
So it says he's the progenitor of the dark races. So we may have a similar phenotype, similar skin, but we're not the same people. Just like he mentioned with Japanese and Chinese people, they have a similar phenotype, but they come from different. They're 2 different nations. It says the dark races, but not the Negroes. We're the only people that's referred to as the Negroes, because that's actually a byword. If you look, that's actually one of the curses, being a proverb and a byword. And actually, if we get Acts 13:1.
I got it.
He got it.
This is Acts 13:1 in the NIV.
Bring it out.
So like in NLT, it says, among the prophets and teachers of the church of Antioch of Syria were Barnabas and Simeon, called the black man.
Called what?
Called the black man.
What were the?
KJV?
Called the black man.
Right.
Can you get that in KJV?
Can you teach that? Connect the dots real quick.
So, well,
The apostles.
when he pulls this out, it's going to show you. It's going to show you they were called nigger, or niger, or nigger. So the apostles and the teachers that followed Christ, they were called nigger.
Yeah.
They were Negroes, right? That's what it's going into.
It's the book of Acts 13:1 in the KJV. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon, that was called nigger.
They were called nigger. So a lot of people like to say this book is the white man's book. It's not. It's showing you that you are actually in it. Just because we don't actually read the book, we can't really, without being taught from another man, we don't really get the full understanding of it. So you have to be taught and be educated to see these things. Just like we're educated in school or educated in our jobs, we have to be educated in this too.
That's a fantastic point. This is the New Testament. We just read Acts chapter 13:1, and you have the direct followers of Jesus being called the black man or being called nigger. That's literally in the scriptures, but it's overlooked. A lot of people who really study the Bible, Christian scholars, they purposely overlook that. But that's why it falls on our shoulders. It's our duty to come wake up our people and show them these things, because a lot of people have a, what's the word I'm looking for, Kings?
Distrust.
They have a distrust for the Bible. When the Bible is good, it's true. It's perfect. You know what I'm saying? It's complete. It makes sense when I go through and I show you what I'm showing you, and I give you the sense to it. You know, you're like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. It's not like I'm up here just dancing, tapping. I'm telling you the truth. I'm reading out the Bible. Everything I'm saying to you, I can show you the scripture in the Bible. Like how Africans sold us to white people,
Right.
I can show you that in the Bible, right? Read that. 1 and 9.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 1 and verse 9. Thus said the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Tyrus, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof.
So for what they did to us, what time? Read the names again. I'm gonna break it down slower.
Thus said the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Tyrus, and for 4 I will not turn away.
So Tyrus is like some Phoenicians, like actual Africans, Hamites, that was in our land, near our land. Because before it was called the land of Israel, it was called the land of Canaan. And you had Hamites or Canaanites living in that land. Some of them was called like they were in a place called Tyre and Zidon, Zidonians, if you will. Phoenicians, that's what we know them as now. They were like merchants and sellers. They did a lot of crafty stuff. But they persuaded our people to break God's commandments. I'm giving you a lot of information. I'm going to tone it down a little bit. But for 3 transgressions, you know what? Even 4, that's the Lord saying, like, you know, y'all did things that was bad. And then he said for even 4, it's like y'all did more. Y'all did even more stuff.
Right.
That's kind of like the slang in the Bible if you're not hip to it. For 3 transgressions, you know what? For even 4, you going further. Because 3 in the Bible is like completion. You go past 3, bro, you going way off. You passed complete. You did way more than you should have done. He said, I'm not going to turn away my punishment. I'm going to fire you up. That's how the Most High kind of dealing with, that's what he kind of expressing in the book of Amos. He going down the list. Everybody finna get this work. Everybody finna get this work. Tyree, for 3 transgressions, for even 4, your punishment, you're not going to get away from it. Read.
It says, I will not turn away the punishment thereof.
Come on.
Because they delivered up the whole captivity.
They did what?
They delivered up the whole captivity to Edom, and remembered not the brotherly covenant.
So what they did was they delivered us to Esau, our arch enemies, our worst enemies. They literally sold us to the white man. So he said, you for sure not getting away. You for sure gonna get your judgment and your punishment. Hey, one thing you gotta learn about the God of the Bible, he loves judgment. He loves judging people. Psalms chapter 37, verse 28. Bring that out real quick. He loves judgment. Bring it out.
This is the book of Psalms 37, verse 28.
Bring it out.
For the Lord loveth judgment.
What the Bible say?
For the Lord loveth judgment.
One more time.
For the Lord loveth judgment. And forsaketh not his saints.
And he'll never forsake his people. According to the Bible, we the saints. The Israelites are the saints. Go to Psalms 148, verse 14. We are the saints according to the Bible. He said, I love judgment, and I'm never going to forsake my people. Those my people, right? Let's get some law, statute, commandments. So we never finished 28, 68. We never finished that. That got to come first. What is this, the saints? 148. What you got, 28?
The Saints go back to
All right, we're going to make this point real quick. Make sure I go back here.
Yeah.
This is Psalms chapter 148 and verse 14.
Bring it out.
He also exalted the horn of his people,
Yeah.
the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel.
Even what?
Even the children of Israel, a people near to him, praise ye the Lord.
Praise ye the Lord. He said he exalted the horn of his people. We his people. And then he calls us the saints. The saints are the Israelites. Come. So when you see people, like if I walk up to you, what's up, saint? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's us. That's not for everybody. That's not for everybody. Or if people like, man, that man was a saint. I mean, he like set apart. He holy. You know what I'm saying? He righteous. We the saints.
That's right.
God said in Leviticus that he severed us. He said, I'm holy. I'm going to make you holy, and I'm going to sever you. I'm going to divide you from the rest of the people. That's the kind of God of the Bible that you're supposed to serve. Right? Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy 28 and 68.
We got to go back to our enemies. I got very sidetracked. So this is a curse that happened to us, and watch how descriptive it is.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
What is Egypt? Egypt is a code word for slavery. The Lord shall bring you into Egypt. Come on.
Again with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
Come on.
And there ye shall be sold unto your
He
enemies.
said, and there, T-H-E-R-E, that's a place. And there, you're going to be sold to your enemies. We was here in America, and we were sold to our enemies.
That's right.
Auction blocks. They literally auctioning us off to other people. That's what this is how they built America. Off our backs for free. He said, and once you get off them ships, and there, you're going to be sold unto who?
Unto your enemies.
No, unto your friends.
Unto your enemies.
No, unto your friends.
Unto your enemies.
Read.
For bondmen and bondwomen.
Come on.
And no man shall buy you.
So you're going to be sold to your enemies. For slave men, for slave women. And ain't nobody finna come save you. No one's going to come redeem you and get you out of... The Africans, they never came and got us out of slavery. They never came and just said, okay, look, y'all got to free them or we're going to go to war.
Right.
Give us back our people. That never happened. It's not a real thing. Because they know we different from them.
Right.
They know that. Did we have relations with the Hamites that's in Africa? Of course. We used to do trade with them. We had a relationship with all of the neighboring people in Israel. You know, at some point in time.
Right.
We used to go to Egypt to get away from some of our other enemies. You know, we had alliances, but that's not our people. That's not our people. They know we're not our people. And all of the brothers they'd be better off. All of the brothers up here would be 10 times better off if they understand that they not an actual African.
Right.
We not even African American. Like that term is brand new. Brand new. That term, our great grandmothers, they didn't even know about that term. That term just came out in like the 1980s. So what was we before we was African Americans? They would call us Negroes, darkies, dogs, Afro-Americans. You know, they had different names for us, but a lot of these elites is like, you know, white people in high places. They understand. Give me Job 9:24. They understand that we really God's chosen people. But these average day-to-day white people, they don't know. They lost too. They've been corrupted too, with a whole bunch of information, right? Bring that up.
This is the book of Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
It said the whole earth is given to the hands of the wicked. Come on.
He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
So this is Job saying the earth was given to the hands of the wicked. That's who runs the earth right now, wicked people. If we was to start identifying who runs the earth, who would we say? Well, we say it's the Chinese man, but he runs the entire world. We say it's the elites. We say it's white men. That's what I would say. You say who got power? Okay, that's a fair position. That's a fair position. Let me show you some laws before you cut out. Yeah, you can get Numbers 15. Get Leviticus chapter 19. You can get Leviticus chapter 11, verse 7. Get the classics. All right, actually, go to Brotherly Love. Go to Leviticus 19. Grab that one. We're gonna get you a few commandments because it's imperative. It's imperative to obey God. You know, they structure it here in this society. They make it very, very easy for you to break God's commandments. That's what they teach everywhere. That's what they want you to do. All right, so grab a commandment on this one.
The book of Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17.
Bring it on.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him.
So the first and most important commandment in the Bible. I mean, if you do this commandment very well, you're going to be in good shape. You got to love your brother.
That's right.
You know, the two greatest commandments is love God and love your neighbor. But then, like, what does that mean? What does that really look like? How do you really love your brother? Loving your brother can look different in so many different situations. So this is why we got to learn some of God's commandments. Like me rebuking you, that could be love. me telling you, like, are you wrong for that? That's love, right? Like, did you know, go to verse 20, is it 28? Go to verse 29. Go to the one about the beard. This is a simple commandment that a lot of people didn't know existed, right? Read that.
The book of Leviticus chapter 19, verse 27. Ye shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard.
So you don't want to cut your beard off. That's a commandment. A lot of people don't know. Yeah, men, they're not supposed to cut their beard off. There's a lot of smaller commandments that people don't know. Like, give me Leviticus 11. Like, you got a dietary law, so you healthy, so your body is clean, right? Read that.
It's the book of Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 7.
Bring it out.
And the swine,
And the what?
and the swine,
So the pig. Read.
though he divided the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you.
So the swine is unclean unto you. Read.
It says, of their flesh shall ye not eat, and of their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you.
So a pig, you're not supposed to have nothing to do with a pig's carcass.
Right.
You know, a pig, you can own one and you can touch it if it's alive. I'm cold as ice. No, I'm just playing. Gotta mess with him. Don't touch me, bro. Dang, man, I'm trying to teach you, brother. Yeah, yeah, yeah. A pig is really like a natural trash can. You know what I'm saying? You throw them out your stuff, unwanted stuff, and they'll take care of it for you. You're not supposed to be eating it. That's insane, insane. So pepperoni pizza. That's yeah, sausage, bacon. You get some beef bacon or some beef sausage and stuff like that, but pork, you can't be eating that. Hey, they be sneaking in on the gummies, the little, you know, brothers like gummy bears, gummy worms. You gotta be careful because they put it in there. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta kind of read the ingredients. So no pork. I know you probably ain't eating horses and camels and mice. You're not reading stuff. So God, if you read this chapter, he'll say, no, you can't eat none of that stuff. We just show you the main one that we know our people eat. You can't eat shrimp.
It's the everyday lifestyles.
Yeah,
Americanized.
Exactly. A lot of people like the sea boils.
Crab leg.
You can't eat the crab legs and the lobster and the oysters. You can't eat that. You can eat seafood. You can eat like fish. Go to that verse. You know what I want. 11 and 9. Watch this.
It's the book of Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever has fins and scales.
What they gotta have?
Fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
Yeah. So if it's in the seas, the rivers, the lakes, you can eat it if it got fins and scales. So catfish, you can't eat it because they don't got both. Yeah, we love catfish. You know what I'm saying? But you can't eat catfish because really catfish is dirty when you really think about it. They bottom feeders. You know what I'm saying? They unclean. So the Most High God, the Bible, science is really still catching up with the Bible. They teaching us all these stuff about shrimps and how they really cockroaches and like, bro, we've been up on all of that. You know, that was really they did good with advertising these things. That was never really real food. Really, you don't want to touch the shrimp, crabs, the lobsters, the oysters. That's what filter out the water and clean the water to make it clean for the clean foods that we can't eat. But what they did is they went and got those things and they put it on commercials. They started advertising and they made it seem like it was a delicacy. But it's never been a delicacy. But that's how they made their money. That's how I got popular. You know, and you see these you finna say rappers? I was finna talk about the Chinese people. They dipping it and doing ASMR and octopus and bats. Bro, insane, bro. What you was gonna say about the rappers?
I was gonna say, like, you know how Rick Ross and all these famous rappers, bro, you basically made it in the rap industry when you at the table eating crab and lobster, like steak and lobster. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's how they make you feel. Yeah, that ain't real. That ain't what we supposed to eat.
So like,
What you got?
if somebody say I don't like crab boils, and they say if you broke, just say that bitch.
Right. Hey, bro. What? Like brainwashed. We need to be re-brainwashed. You know what I'm saying? We need to be. Give me Psalms 119.
Yeah, that's Tico. Tico.
Give me Psalms 119 and 9.
Yeah, nah.
9. We gotta be brainwashed again.
All right, bro.
This the book of Psalms chapter 119 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way?
He gotta cleanse his way by what?
By taking heed thereto according to thy word.
Right. Go to Ephesians chapter 5, verse 26. One of the things that we gotta do as a people is be cleansed. And that's why I said brainwashed. We gotta be re-brainwashed in righteousness. You know, washed clean. We gotta wash all of this stuff that we've been taught and programmed to think is good. We gotta be re-brainwashed. And you get cleaned and you get washed by taking heed to the commandments. That's like a spiritual baptism. You know what I'm saying? This is real baptism right here, by getting cleansed with the word. Read that.
This is the book of Ephesians 5 and 26.
Bring it out.
That he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word.
With what?
By the word.
By the what?
By the word.
So you get cleansed by the word. You know what I'm saying? The words, the truth will set you free, to make you free. Ain't nothing stronger than the truth, bro. Nothing is stronger than the truth. No matter how long they try and hide it, how far they try and bury it, it's gonna still come up. It's gonna still come up. That's why we learning who we are today. That's why we out here today. You got brothers everywhere in America right now teaching the same thing we teach, who God's people really is and what they need to do. Right? So let's get like 1 or 2 more commandments, man. Bring that up. You still holding the numbers? He ain't holding it no more. Right? If you look around, you're gonna see all of the brothers, they got these on. Or if you see that brother, he got it on the bottom of his shirt. We're gonna show you why it's important to have those. This is something simple. Something very simple. Read it.
This is the book of Numbers 15 to 38.
Bring it out.
Speak unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue, and it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord and do them.
And what?
And do them.
And what?
And do them.
Read.
And that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which ye used to go a whoring.
So this is a commandment that brothers should keep. These were actually designed so you remember the commandments of the Lord. That way when you look down, you'll be reminded to keep God's commandments, to put God first. Because you know, you can forget. You get distracted. But you got, the most I got, look, I'm going to set you up like this to where you got a constant reminder to obey me. And that's kind of how you can tell if somebody doing the right thing. Like you can tell, be around these brothers, you'll never have to worry about a brother stealing from you.
That's right.
You're being around these brothers, you'll never have to worry about these brothers trying to talk to your wife.
That's right.
Being around these brothers, you'll never have to worry about them lying to you.
Right.
Purposely trying to deceive you. You don't have to worry about it. Because God already told these brothers, you can't lie. You can't deal falsely with your brother. You can't lie to him. You can't steal from him. We bound by commandments. We got to keep God's commandments, right? So I told you this earlier, but I want to make sure you understand this. Give me John, 1 John 3 and 4. You ain't holding that. Yeah.
I got that first John.
Give me 3 and 4. Let me hear it first.
This the book of 1 John chapter 3 and verse 4.
Bring it out.
Whosoever committed sin transgresses also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law.
Sin is when you break God's laws. So if you steal from your brother, you broke God's law. And now you are in sin. See what I'm saying? So sin is when you what? Period. Simple, easy. All you got to do is learn God's laws and do them. Follow them. That's how you get in God's good graces. That's how he gonna make some of the plans that you got, they gonna go more smoother. You're gonna have a better relationship with your woman. You got a wife, you got a girl, you ain't got nothing, you ain't got no kids. Man, a lot of powerful men got kids, man. We need you to have a few kids. Yeah, you focused on you? That's very powerful too. That way you got everything structured whenever you do get one. Yeah. How old are you? 26. Okay, you look a little bit more mature because you got the beard and stuff.
I'll be welding, bro. So
You be welding?
Yeah, I'll be out
Hey, we got some brothers who weld too. Where you weld at?
I work at HSMR right now.
You know what that is?
It's
Say it one more time.
HSMR.
HSMR.
Then Katusa or something?
Nah, it's kind of like borderline.
Oh, okay, nah, I ain't never heard of it.
It's we work on tankers.
Tanker.
You MIG or flux core out there?
I do both.
Okay, yes, sir.
Mainly flux.
All right, you getting some money then?
Yeah, but I'm gonna move next month. I got a job offer to be underwater.
Okay.
Let's
Oh,
go!
all praise to the Most High.
Hey, this is important, bro. This is important, bro. Keep God's commandments. That way that stuff can go smoother. You know what I'm saying? It can go smoother. That way you know you backed by the Most High.
Right.
Things gonna go smoother, bro. Hey, so according to the Bible, we believe we are who?
Like, what you mean?
According to the Bible, we believe we who? Israelites.
Right.
Did we today at least display our point and it kind of makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So,
Before I get up out of here, I was gonna say, man, I appreciate y'all know
Yeah.
reaching out.
yeah.
I got this crazy ass shirt.
You got the
on. I
Hell
ain't
Star
gonna lie,
on?
yeah.
It's cool, bro. You
but,
straight. You
know
straight.
what I'm saying? I got this crazy ass shirt on. It wasn't like I just thought I just put it on type of thing.
Nah.
I appreciate y'all giving me like the word type of deal. You know, I show respect and y'all show me respect.
Yes, sir.
Before I leave, shit, I'm trying to pray for it.
Yeah, bro. We got prayers going out every day at 3 p.m. all together. Well, it's changed to 6:30 now, huh? Brothers be praying at 6 together. We got you. Is there something you need prayers for in particular?
That's just my people.
Your people? We got you every day. That's already in the works, ain't it? Zion, we already be doing that, right? Right? All praises to the Most High. We're going to make sure your request is in our prayer. We usually don't pray out here in the open. It ain't a sin or nothing, but we like to get it in for a few minutes. We all come together and do a good prayer, you know what I'm saying, on the lawn. I didn't get your name.
I'm Chris.
Chris, you got a way we can get in contact with you, Instagram, anything like that? All right.
Like, I want to touch on something real quick before
I'm gonna write my number on it.
Oh, okay.
Can I touch something real quick?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
So since we was in Leviticus 19, because you showed a concern about like who our true enemies are. You said, you know, I see a lot of our enemies, main enemies are us, our own people, right? But it's different contexts. We got different enemies. So we hear Christ say, love your enemies, right? So he's referring to a particular enemy. So if we go to Leviticus 19 and get the context at the top, it's Leviticus 19:1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto all the congregation of the children of Israel, and say unto them, ye shall be holy, for I the Lord your God am holy. If we go to verse 19, it says, it's like if we go to 18, it says, thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord. So when Christ said, love thy neighbor as thyself, the context is thy fellow Israelite. And there's even translations that say thy fellow Israelite.
Right.
And it says, thou shalt not bear any grudge. A lot of times when we say somebody go get a gun, it's not for a white man. A lot of times that's because of a grudge. If we keep that one commandment, that grudge won't be there, that violence won't be there. So that's one of our enemies of our own. Those are the ones we're supposed to love and not hold a grudge against. Well, let's not leave this. Let's go to Leviticus 26. Another one of our enemies, this is Leviticus 26:17. And I will set my face against you, and ye shall be slain before your enemies.
Yep.
They that hate you shall reign over you, and ye shall flee when none pursueth you. So this is your actual enemy right here. This is the ones the Most High put over us. They're reigning over us. When you see the police, it says you shall flee when none pursueth you. You see the police, you gonna flee, and he not even looking at you. Right. You could be clean, completely legal, but you're like, I gotta get out of here. Look, when I go home tonight, a lot of times it be the police on the other side of the highway. I see those lights, approach the lights, but I still jump when I pass, and I still see those lights in my rear view. I still jump. So that's your enemy, the ones that's reigning over you, those that hate you.
All right. The brother got one more scripture, bro, and we're gonna close this one out, man. Read it strong.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes 12:13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
It's the whole big picture. We showed you a lot of scriptures. We taught you a lot of stuff, but this is the conclusion. This is the end all be all. Read.
Fear God.
Do what?
Fear God.
Do what?
Fear God.
Read.
And keep his commandments.
Do what?
And keep his commandments.
Do what?
And keep his commandments.
Read.
For this is the whole duty of man.
This is the whole duty of Israelite man. Fear God, keep his commandments. And with that, we're going to give it All praises, honor, glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah. Until next time, Shalom!
Shalom.